Returning to our top story now, Australian survivors and relatives of victims of the Srebrenica massacre say the conviction of Radovan Karadzic doesn't go far enough in bringing justice. For many, the memories of the atrocities will never fade.
Saidin Salkic was just 12 years old and seeking refuge in Potocari, near Srebrenica in eastern Bosnia. He was there with his mother and sister, along with thousands of other Bosnian Muslims. The UN had declared it a safe zone.
They taken me away from my family and put me on the side of the road with the people who never came back. And my mom started pulling me back, and eventually, through a lot of hustle and bustle, they almost, they wanted to shoot us on the spot. But I suppose it was way too public, and we got to get away.
Bosnian Serb troops overran the enclave, and although his life was spared, thousands of others, mainly men and boys, were rounded up and killed in Srebrenica over several days, in what's been described as one of the worst atrocities in Europe since World War II. Now, Radovan Karadzic has been held responsible.
The sentence they handed out, to be honest, means very little to me and those who have gone through what they've gone through and through what they will be going on for the rest of their lives.
I wish also that the sentence of 40 years was life sentence. Purely symbolically, it would have meant more.
Mr. Halilovic wasn't living in Srebrenica at the time of the mass killings, but he lost family members and friends. Today, he researches the impact the conflict has had on communities and in the diaspora.
St. Albans here in Melbourne, almost every second Bosnian family is fatherless family, or families where significant male family members are, they perished.
Gideon Boaz formally assisted Karadzic's defence. He says not everyone will welcome the verdict.
It's always been felt by Serbs, including Bosnian Serbs, that the Yugoslav Tribunal was set up to prosecute Serbs, and a great deal more Serbs have been prosecuted than Muslims and Croats, and that's a fact.
Saidin Salkic says the UN also failed the victims.
It's too late. Nothing can heal the wounds. The heels would have been wounded if they had been prevented from happening by the people who were supposed to do it by law, by UN law.
Atrocities he and many others hope the world will never witness again. Saidin Salkic Australian, SBS World News.